be in the primaries. They're feeding this, so he's going to feel it from both sides. I think he is, the shine is off. He was exposed today as just another politician, and that, in the long run, could be the worst thing that happened to him with this scandal.
Chuck Todd, part of our team covering this out-of-nowhere story that blossomed again today. Chuck, thanks. On this day after the 50th anniversary of LBJ's declared war on poverty, President Obama announced a new initiative in that battle today. The president named 5 so-called promise zones around this country, areas that will receive tax breaks and other assistance aimed at creating jobs and improving education and housing. The first of them will be in Philadelphia, L.A., San Antonio.
For its tweets on this Martin Luther King Day, its tweets feature pictures of animals with quotes from the civil rights leader. Other messages mention Dr. King and the phrase, "continue to seek justice for everyone who is disadvantaged." Well, critics accuse Pete of being insensitive in comparing the civil rights movement with the fight for animal rights. Peter responded with a tweet reading in part, "MLK stood against all injustice."
Well, if you are one of the millions of people who got an email from Target last week about the security breach, the experts want you to be on alert tonight, because Target did indeed send a message to customers offering 1 year of free credit monitoring. The problem is scammers are also on the prowl and sending out similar emails. So to be safe, Target has posted a copy of the email it sent out on its website. So you can go there and make sure the message you got matches up. And another online security alert. The newest list of most common passwords is out, and there's been a change at the top.
We have the top 5 for you. These are the easiest passwords for hackers to figure out. Coming in at number 5, ABC123, the Sesame Street password. The 4th worst is QWERTY for your QWERTY keyboard. Ranking 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if you need an 8-digit number. Falling to the number 2 spot, this one was number 1, is simply the word password. The most common now, the worst password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bernie, what are your passwords? What do you want to share?
My passwords are pistons, and wings. Man, not very good, either one of them today. But Weekend at Bernie's. Next. Oh, come on back.
Tomorrow, it's an all-new Chicago Fire at 10.
Younger and shaking his head.
Bernie, I've been watching Weekend at Bernie's, and I wanted to tell everyone at home what you told me, which is that you're going to give anyone who watches Weekend at Bernie's a free car.
That's right. You get a car, you get a car. That's exactly right. You have picked... joined us for it's time for Weekend at Bernie's. We will start with Jim Harbaugh, Niners head coach. Man, does he give new meaning to the phrase terrible twos. Come on, Jim. Best shot of the weekend goes to John Wall, the Wizards. Circus shot of the year. Over the shoulder. Boom, banks it in, and it goes. Great shot. Heaviest moment of the weekend, sumo suit challenge at the Auburn, Florida game. Down goes the challenger, and the winner, way too proud. Angriest coach of the weekend, Kevin Ollie. Watch the sideline. Didn't like the non-call. He gets ejected in the loss to Louisville, but he is losing it right there on the court. Wildest between periods in hockey. Look there, lower left. That's John Tortorella of Vancouver trying to get into Calgary's dressing room. Upset at the goon play of Calgary. He got a 6-game suspension today. Nuttiest basketball shot I've seen in a while. Logan Jurgenmeister of Iowa. Look at that. Bounce off the floor and in. Unbelievable. And finally, Nick Faldo teasing workout nut. Gary player with a cupcake. Faldo decides to get rid of it. Whoa! It's stuck to the glass backdrop in the booth. It won't get sticky for you if you spend a weekend at Bernie.
Everything on TV, absolutely real.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for being with us tonight for Local 4 News at 11.
Your next news starts at 4:30 a.m. with Local 4 News Today. See you tomorrow.
If you want a German...
Students know they have to try to make their college application stand out in the stack of what could be thousands of other students. But how do you do that? I'm Rhonda Walker. Tomorrow night at 11, I'll have expert advice to help your students ace their college application. And the one thing that students should weigh in when deciding what to pursue outside of the classroom.
Well, Chuck's turn now. He was off getting set for the parade today. The big parade preview over at the Parade Company headquarters.
I mean, it was just August.
Now here comes Thanksgiving. Isn't that wild?
It is.
It'll be here before we know it.
And so is chilly air. So we've got that going for us. Take a look at what we've got outside now. 53 degrees, overcast skies, no rain. but still a pretty good breeze. South-southwest winds at 12. We don't factor wind chills when we're at 53, but trust me, it feels a little colder out at the ballpark, that's for sure. Hey, let's talk about this again. We've got a few little widely scattered showers crossing the west side of the state. It's not going to amount to much for us, but right in there, this is actually an upper-level disturbance coming out of the Four Corners, cutting across the southern plains, and some of that moisture moves our way tomorrow. So here's the problem. Looks like the rain is mainly an afternoon deal, but by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, first pitch is 8:07, we could have the spotty showers diminishing or moving out, so it could still be wet. West wind at about 10, 50 degrees. So these temps are tracking colder tomorrow night by about a half a dozen degrees, and maybe not as windy as tonight, but it's going to be a cold evening, that's for sure. Let's talk about what's coming up. Tonight, gray and chilly. Tomorrow, the showers developing into the afternoon, so not first thing in the morning, and then as we head into the weekend, a bigger chill. And we've got more where that came from. Take a look at the week ahead. These are temperatures we're tracking highs. The average is 62, kind of hit 63, so we bounced along the top edge of that average line. But as we track through the rest of the week, into the weekend, and even into next week, high temperatures. These are not lows, are tracking down. Nighttime lows in the 30s, and we could get reports of snowflakes in the state as we head for the weekend and into next week. Temperatures now in the state, not here. As we head for temps now, Port Huron 52, 53 for City Airport. Ann Arbor is at 52. Flint about the same. These temperatures tonight are pretty typical for this time of the year. There is colder air out here and reinforcements with a few more fronts coming our way over the course of the next several days and even the next week ahead. Scattered little light showers. A lot of this is ground clutter, but we do have some widely scattered showers crossing the west side of the state. That thing is called a trough of low pressure. Right there, we stop at 8 a.m. That's morning drive time. Clouds for sure, but here come the showers from the southwest. That yellow stuff could be some pretty heavy rain for some. Not everybody, tracking mainly the northern part of the metro. One cold front goes by. Ooh, a little purple in there. A wintry mix to the north. Here comes another front, and we just keep getting chillier. Tonight, clouds, chilly air, showers develop tomorrow into the weekend. Change is coming, and it looks like the switch is getting flipped for change to stay for a minute. 47 for a low, mostly clouds, chilly breezes. Tomorrow, showers developing, 57 for the high. Next several days, you already got the sneak peek. We're tracking colder, and we stay that way for a little bit. So here are our little pumpkin tonight.
Ah, yes.
This is Carter, dressed as Miguel Cabrera. Look at that. And he's doing fine. If you've got a little pumpkin picture, send it to us at clickondetroit.com. I'm told Carter is also holding out for $200 million over 8 years. So,
Well,
he may get it.
And he had a good night tonight over at America as well.
Bernie will have more on that. Thank you, Chuck. O.J. Simpson plotting his next career move.
Yep, coming up here at 11, the jailed football star says he'd like to be back on TV to help spread a message. But up next, Apple could have a flop on their hands. Slumping sales, their latest iPhone, causing the company to start cutting bait.
Local forecasters, sponsored by Jim Reel's Friendly Cadillac in Clinton Township.
Hashtag tame, hashtag vinaigrette's a funny word. Get your own Tuscan chicken melt $6 footlong special. Subway, eat fresh. Now through Saturday, it's the biggest sale in Gardner White's history. The start of something big sale. Through Saturday only, take 60% off everything in the store. Plus, take an extra 20% off the lowest sale price. That's right, an extra 20% off. Or you can get 4 years free financing and we pay the tax.
I love local 4 news, so I'm recording this, okay? Just to let you all know, okay? Thanks.
Wow, you got it so easy, kid. Back in my day, we got a haircut staring at a wall. We couldn't move a TV in here. There was no U-verse wireless receiver back then, so the TV stayed by the TV outlet. Bummer. You know how many times I got a crooked hair lamp from trying to see the living room TV?
That was a jacked up haircut.
The wireless receiver. Get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
Well, if you're afraid of hornets, and there's good reason for that, of course, the ones terrorizing people in northern China are right out of your worst nightmare. These are Asian giant hornets. They have actually already killed 42 people and injured more than 1,600 others. At 2 inches long with a 2-inch stinger, these monster hornets are about the size of a roll of pennies. They attack in swarms, and their stings are said to look like small stab wounds. Victims have said the faster you run, the more they attack, like the Tracker Jackers from the Hunger Games. Right.
Not getting enough sleep, that can lead to some serious health risks, but it turns out now getting too much sleep can be even worse. The new research is showing that people who get more than 10 hours of sleep, it's true, Bernie, a night have an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and anxiety. On the flip side, though, people who sleep less than 6 hours a night see an increased risk as well. The doctors say getting between 7 and 9 hours of sleep will help you live a happier, healthier life.
Remember the last time you got 10 hours of sleep? 10 hours of sleep. Wow.
For some young men, wearing your pants with a sag, that's the style of choice.
But 2 McDonald's restaurants in Houston are taking a stance against that fashion statement. A sign on the door reads, "Pull up your pants or don't come in." Pants on the ground, remember? It goes on to say, try to have some decency and respect for others. No one wants to see your underwear. The 2 McDonald's locations say they got the blessing from corporate before they put up the signs, and many customers say they are happy with the policy.
See if that catches on. A lot of McDonald's restaurants everywhere. Are you doing that?
There's 2 stories for you. You and your 10 hours of sleep and the pants on the ground.
Just a Big Mac down there pointing at me. The Tigers are in Oakland. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the baseball playoffs and a little bit we call Who Knew next.
An all-new Meredith Vieira special, Elizabeth's Story. Elizabeth Smart shares the story of her kidnapping. Tomorrow at 10. Then at 11, Elmore Leonard, the legendary Detroit novelist.
I think he wrote 19 novels here. So many good memories.
An intimate look inside his Bloomfield Hills home with his children.
I'd say a lifetime of work. Here it is. How many people can say that?
And how his son will carry on his father's work.
It would be a tribute to him.
Tomorrow on Local 4 News at 11. Then, Nellie is on The Tonight Show.
Respectful, caring,